welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AKAAWOL, and today I'm working on this bracelet that was sent to me. Somebody wants me to figure out what the pattern is, and I think what we're going to have to do is make two different bracelets because typically my templates here are kind of small, and it's going to make it kind of hard to do this. So this here, the center of it goes into like a four-way thing. So what we're gonna have to do is make this the center, and I'm gonna move my guideline down just a little bit here. There we go, into the middle of this. So we're extending the pattern by a partial row. So that this is the four we see in the center. And then it's like just a black dots going upwards. Let's get my paint tool again. Going up this way. So each of these is basically just doing this. It's just keeping that one black row right there. Okay, next thing is to find, we've got this red color, and the red is out here, right? Just outside of that thing, and then it comes in, and it's here going out. So you can see that it just does that. To make this easier, let's rotate this. We can go to image, transform, and we can just rotate this. There we go. A little, not exactly straight up and down, but it just makes it easier to see. So yeah, after the little box, the red is going up this way. The next is this orange. We'll just kind of grab the color. This is going up this way. I don't want to have to count out the number of things. We can figure that out later. In here, that orange appears just off to the edge of where this one was. So this is just going to come in this way to be there. So we're making, for this one, we're making this as the center. The other one, I will make it center off of this up here. I think it'll just be an easy way to kind of show both of the possibilities, as well as if somebody wants to kind of combine it, use less string, or like, you know, instead of doubling it up, they do it single. Maybe they can fit it in a different whatever. But okay, so that's that. The next one is this yellow. That looks good. Right, that's going up. That's here and here for the yellow. I'm not mistaken, right? So that's here and here, yeah. Yeah, so this is technically like a straight row going out of these ones. Well, it's the camera is not really super clear, so it's making this a little bit harder, but yeah, so that's yellow. The next one is this green. I know it goes at least that far. This one comes in, and it's in these spots. Not out here though, right? Yeah, it's just these. Okay, the next one is the blue. Wow, this is going to be a hard one to see. But okay, I get it. And it comes underneath, and it goes there, there, and there. Yeah, that's a tough one. All right, let's see what we got for the next. Light blue, then there's this one. So that's these three. And that comes up here. So yeah, we can put in some of these underlying strings so you can kind of see what this is doing. There's what it is there's a lot of black, almost as much black strings as there are the colorful ones. So the next one is this darker purple. Now that one goes all the way out to the edge. Like that. The next one doesn't quite go quite as far. Right? We just have like the single black, and then it's 2, then 3, so on. So yeah, this light one is really difficult. It's 1, 2, 3. Nope. 2, 4, 4. Yeah. Nope, 1, 2 more. I keep going 1 too far. It's okay. So that's that. So by putting into the pattern what we know is there, right, and know that this is obviously there couldn't be a different yellow string to be going through this space here, we're able to kind of lay down what we already know exists. And as a result, it'll make it a whole lot easier when we're trying to figure out the rest of the path. So we put in the bits that we know, and you'll notice I haven't changed the directions of the strings up here. I haven't done anything with that. I'm sorting out the things that I can already automatically see. Like this can go up in either of the 2 directions. Maybe the black is just going over it. I doubt it, but it is a possibility, and so I don't want to kind of rule that out just yet. To make it easy to see where these blues are, let's put this in first. So there's this black that's going through this way, right? That's all the way out, right? And then there's one there and there's one there. So these are the blues here. We can put in the rest of these darks. Right, and that's the purple ones. Right, and then that's it. The rest of this is all dark. And at this point, it's really kind of hard to see, like, where is all of this stuff coming from, right? It doesn't quite make sense at the moment, but we will get to that. So this is, this is the dark. This one we know that it can be just a straight line. This is not a big mystery thing here. So again, I just putting in what I know has to be. One of the things that's going to be difficult with this pattern is there's going to be a lot of like where it was a straight row and then it's just not a straight row anymore, and that's going to make it kind of weird on the back of the bracelet, and it's going to make it a little bit more difficult in trying to keep all the rows nice and straight, especially you've got these like big diamond things kind of going on that are going to be difficult to to mess with. So the pattern, we're repeating it right off of this center line here, so I don't have to go past that. And I can see that obviously there has to be this black string that's going up and outwards. So I'm just kind of putting those in because we know that's a thing already. Now, one of the things I would want to know at this point is where does the colors go up above? Like what kind of changes or what are they doing? Because that's going to answer a lot of like, well, where did this red one go next? So let's take a look and see that over here. So it came out here and then it ends up, there's 2 black rows past this purple and then the red is here. So it probably bounces somewhere in here to end up there. The fact that there's 2 rows is a little bit unusual. Oh, one of them is probably from this row that went down the center. And the other is just the regular one that comes out. So let's take a look at this. If we put 2 rows here, going out to here, right? Because that purple comes out to the edge and then comes back in. So the black goes that far right there. And then this purple is going to come back in. Now see, we don't have much room to actually finish out this other part of the pattern. So this is why I was saying we'll probably have to make 2 of these, because the person obviously will probably want to do it in smaller strings or, you know, make this turn out. So yeah, there's that. And let's see. Yeah, look at this. So if the red goes straight up this way, it ends up right where it needs to be, right there. So there's your red dot, right? And then we have 2 oranges. Oh, wait a second. Oh, yeah. Look at that. So that ends up right there. Cool. So there's our orange. I guess this is the yellow. It's so hard to tell. Oh, we didn't add, and let's bring these underneath. So yeah, overall, I would say the pattern itself is kind of easy to sort out what's going on. Basically, I'm not very surprised by any of the changes, the directions, any of that kind of stuff. So those were the yellows, then the green. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let's take a look at this. It's coming up this way. Changes direction though, it does, because this is sort of the center of this thing. It changes direction. I think it comes up here. Wait, let me see this again. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, this is the center. Okay, so can we back this up? here, and then here, and here. And that means, got it. Got it. It means that this yellow is going to bounce off of that, comes out here, and is here and here. That means this orange would have come out to the one that bounces here. It came back this way, and it would have been the dots up further on. So that's good to know. It'll make me doing the other side easier. So the next one is this light blue. Can we do something to make this easier? Let's... Yeah, it looks like we're only getting the background. So let's change the background. Paint. Let's change the background to a gray. So we need to go over here to paint, fill hole selection. There we go. And then we'll go back to somewhere. All right, now we can better see where this is. So I can grab this light blue and we can actually put it in the underlying. So I don't know if you know this, the blue that I make the templates is very similar, if not exactly the color that if you use that color on a copy machine, it won't show up. Drafting artists needed a color to be able to put in their little marks and whatever, but then didn't want them showing up once you made a copy of it. And I knew this from my drafting classes back in school. And yeah, I thought that was kind of neat. So outside of that purple, yep, we have the darker blue in the corner, and then it goes back into the stripes. Okay. So this one comes in, goes to this corner, comes out, and becomes one of the stripes right here. So this is where it changes direction. This will be a black one there. Yeah, it's a pretty pattern. I'll give it that. It is. I feel like it. Let me put my glasses. Makes it easier to see what I'm doing here. I won't be making this bracelet. I literally am just doing this as a favor. But like for me, if anything, I might have explored this to have become like a bag. This has had some possible, might have looked cool that way. Wow, so the purple. Oh yeah, it should have been up here. Hang on. This purple should have come through this way. I missed one. Yeah. I thought something seemed a little bit off. I kind of came down here. Yeah, it comes all the way out to the edge. So this light blue comes out to here. It comes in like that. this green will come out. See, it would have been out further still, right? Is it in the right spot? It is, right? 'Cause yeah, this is the center line there. Is there another potential color? No. It just seems like it's kind of far down this way. I'm just not sure. Just want to make sure I got it right. And that one goes that way. And this red will travel underneath everything all the way down to this one and just keeps on being underneath all the way to out here. All right. And that pretty much does all of our underlying strings. So we can go back here again, hit the select by color, select all of these, grab our paint bucket, grab our black. Well, it's pretty close to black. It's dark gray. Back to this, fill whole selection, fill in all of that. Okay, Control A, we have our side done. So we can take this. Whoops, I have it on a fixed aspect thing. We need it to be able to move. So we just use our grid here. If we copy and paste it, we can then take our flip tool, flip it this way, and then anchor that down. Then get our select tool again. We'll see Control V, flip it again, our select tool so we can anchor it. And there we go. Oh, it's the light. I was like, do we miss a part? No, it's that light blue. That is a very interesting looking bracelet. It's really kind of a chunky one, but it's definitely really, really cool. I really like it. Before I go, I want to thank my Patreon supporters as well as my YouTube members who make all this stuff possible. I really couldn't do it without all of their help. So thank you guys so much. I will be back tomorrow with the second part of this video where I make the other bracelet with that diamond thing in the center and see how far out that one comes. So yeah, until then, don't get your strings in a bunch.